get some better lighting. That's better. So I'm going to do what's called hack squats, where you, when you're squatting, you purposely come up on the balls of your feet. So it's going to look something like this. It'll be this. You know, the reason why hack squats are good, I mean, normally I do powerlifting, so you want a nice flat planted foot where your ankle's the fulcrum. I'll turn the sound up on this bitch. But for kicking purposes, you want to have strong Achilles, and you want to be able to balance on the ball of your foot. So this is a good move for that. It does get a little bit tricky when you incorporate a barbell. I always start off with just the bar, just to kind of get a feel for it. See how my knees are doing for the day. This is basically a hack squat. We'll do a set at like 135, and then we'll switch to normal squats. Man, it is late. I can't believe how late I'm up. I've been doing a short-term contract job. I'm working nights, so this is a weird turnaround for me. I thought, you know what, I'd try to get a little bit of a workout and hit the bag a little. So I like doing squats as a warm-up for kicking, because if you do full range of motion, it really stretches you out really nicely. You don't have to do a whole ton of stretching after that. Me being 51, it's really hard for me to start doing athletic movements if I don't stretch really good. This is kind of an advanced squat because you're up on the balls of your feet, so you don't have a lot of balance. You gotta try to maintain an upright position, almost like a high bar. But some people just don't have the balance for it. But if you do, it's really, really good to strengthen. Get in a position really good. When you feel comfortable, take it slow for the first one, just to kind of get your form down. See, it's really easy to come out of the groove. Whoa. Of course, this will really help you with balance. Calves are burning. Holy shit. That's a pretty difficult variation. Whew. Oh, we got here in the chat. Yeah. I don't know what kind of crowd I'm going to get this late. 11 hoffos. Damian Ramirez. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Jakarta, what's up? Mr. Udi. That's a super hard variation. Normally I would do that with like a kettlebell or something. Oh man, I'm out of breath already. That's not good. So I'm just doing squats for warm-ups. It's not leg day. Well, every day's leg day. So I'm not going to go super heavy. Oh man, I don't normally stay up this late. Usually I'm in bed by 10 or 11. Do you just lift weights or you do cardio too? Now, let's see, Damian Ramirez. Depends on if my wife's in a good mood or not. Jihadi John, fuck America. All right. Freedom of speech, baby. Yeah, it's an interesting dichotomy. I believe in freedom of speech, but that means I have to tolerate assholes. You're allowed to have shitty opinions, but then we get to make fun of you. He hit you with the sub. Well, thank you, Damien. Um, I do actually do a lot of cardio, but so I had bicep surgery. It's my little itty bitty bicep, and I just started a cycle. I'm on testosterone, DHB, a little bit of nandrolone. It's mixed by a doctor. I go to the same clinic Jay Cutler goes to, and it's a real low amount because I'm old. But it's one of the bad downsides is it kind of it can affect your cardio quite a bit. And I train Muay Thai, so that's a problem. So what I wound up having to do like catch up work. But what I like to do is like pyramids on the heavy bag, stuff like that. Rodolph Rodo Fordogan says LOL. Okay. Jihadi John. Durka Durka. Durka Durka Jihadallah. I had back surgery and can't do weights anymore, just cardio. Well, I had a broken back, so I had 48 stitches across my L5, and it took me a few years, but I wound up being able to squat almost 700 pounds. In March, I did 600 for 5 reps, and the highest I have in competition is 620. But I was going to compete in March, and I was going to attempt a 700-pound squat, but because I popped my bicep off the bone, I dropped out of the competition. Point being, so what we like to do if like people are recovering from traumatic injuries, we always start with the injury and try to strengthen that as much as possible, and then we try to get as much range of motion as we can out of whatever the affected joint is, and then from there we start multiplying muscle groups until we get to something like a compound lift. So there's a lot of people that say that, I can't bench anymore because my shoulder's fucked up. It's like, well, let's start doing physical therapy. It's like, what's fucked up in your shoulder? Is it your labrum? Is it your collarbone? Is it your, you start with that, fix that, beef that up, and then work on range of motion. Same thing with the back. Back can be tricky, but unless you have a bunch of discs that are fused together, even then, it's not necessarily. I mean, I would always start with, once we can prescribe you a physical therapy path to strengthening whatever your injury is, then we would start with something like body weight until we could get as much range of motion as you could possibly get out of it. And then slowly over time, we would add, weight to that. But it's not, I don't know, man, it's different for everybody, but people that are willing to go through the process, I haven't found a person yet that couldn't recover to the point where they could do weight training. Piers Door Ruse 6941 Natty now. No, I just started a cycle. Like literally just started it. I had my lumbar L1 to L5 refilled because all the discs wore out. So yeah, mine was L5, L6, and I had to learn how to walk again. I lost use of my leg. I was in traction for a while. They told me I would never be able to do anything again. I had to have my knee rebuilt, and it was funny because squats are what fixed it. And it was, it took a few years. I started out with like barbell, so it wasn't like I don't know, man. Once I started doing it regularly, I put on a lot of weight pretty quickly. Would you rather have a thought daughter or gay son? Um, I'm trying to think of something funny to say back to that. I was gonna say like, are they your kids or mine? Cause I could sell them in Mexico or something like that. I don't know. I'm not on my game tonight. Looking pretty racist here. User FC and the at user. Well, I mean, okay. Looking pretty racist. It's hard to take somebody with a name of user. Which race are we going against? Start with that. I gotta figure out to which group I'm being bigoted to. I'm pulling my heater here. I got a badass freaking space heater behind the camera, and it is just too toasty. Man, I'm tired. So since I'm using squats to warm up, I want to go with a slightly wider stance than normal because I want to stretch the hips and the hamstrings out. I'm working out at 1 a.m. Yeah, I'm not enjoying it either. I think this was a mistake. I got a temporary job where I'm working night shift. Let's see. Damien Ramirez. I try to do weights, but lower back ends up hurting again. Try to get back to, didn't end up happening. I would probably try to have you see if you could do like a Jefferson curl with a lightweight or some sort of like stiff-legged deadlift, or a good morning type movement where you're not lifting with your back, you're pulling. So like, with the barbell, say you're doing a good morning. A lot of people they lift with their back, but you would keep your back straight and you're pulling with your glutes and your hamstrings, but it strengthens the lower back out. It's a good core exercise. Sammy Cubano, you're handling the trolls. I like I try to, if the trolls say something funny, I try to make a joke back. Even if it's at my expense, I don't really care. But a lot of times they're not very good. Like the yeah, I'll have guys that get on there. Are you gay? I'm like, uh, I'm not, but $20 is $20 or something like that. It's like I think there's a lot of bots online because they say the same stupid jokes over and over again. And I'm like, man, you guys got to get creative. What's going on over here? How are you going to be a troll? How are you going to go online purposely to talk shit on people's streams and not have like 5 minutes of material like a stand-up, right? Like, go write some jokes out, you know. Tell them to your friends. Say, would you be offended by this? Or do I sound like a retard? You know, like, you know, put some effort into it. What are you doing with your life? Michelle Hitchcock. Yeah, he needs to do deadlifts. Um, Context, because the back is tricky. I mean, obviously, I agree with you, but I would want to get him on like a video call, and which I'm open to doing that. If you hit me up on Instagram, and if you want to set up a video call, I can maybe help you with that. Uh, Jacoby, are you black? Well, I was adopted, so I'm not sure. I might be Chinese. USA, love the flags. Thank you, Robert Alanos. He's definitely black. I'm off to the bed. All right, Damien, I don't blame you. It was good meeting you. Cashier, I need glasses. Cashier, where are you from? I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and I live in Las Vegas. What's your Instagram? If you go on my page, like that little, where's the little bubble of me? Like right down there somewhere. Where is it? Somewhere on the, right there, that guy. Go to my page. It's right under the title of my um, main page, or I don't know what to call it. Something like I don't offer that to a lot of people because, not because I just don't have the time. I'm thinking about, I work commercial construction, and since my channel's been doing pretty well and starting to take off, I was considering, because I'm an elite level powerlifter. I've been like a national record holder. I'm a top 5 in the world for lifters over the age of 40. My weight class is 220. I'm up there. And I thought, could I quit construction and start training people? So if I got like 5 or 6 clients, and for like if you told me I want to be a powerlifter and I want to go to nationals or worlds, I would say, give me 6 months. You do everything I tell you to, and it's going to cost you like $6,000 or $7,000. It's not going to. That's cheap too. Um, but that level of training it's not like what you go to the whatever your local gym is and you pick up a trainer for $100 a month. That's like for that kind of training, it's like IFBB pro bodybuilders. It's like it's really regimented and it's very in depth. Like I would be talking to you almost every night of the week and maybe going over diets and all sorts of stuff. Um, and I would only be able to do like 5 people. But if I could get like 5 or 6, maybe 6 at the most, I could theoretically quit construction. But I don't know, man. That's tough because I've been doing construction for so long. I actually make a pretty good living. I don't know. I would really like to do this for a living. But I don't know how to replace the income. I've got a wife and kids. You can't just like follow your dreams, Dad. Like at the expense of your. Yeah, sorry, kids. You're gonna have to go hungry for a year or two. We got Coxon, Dennis Rodman before GTA 6. What's what's a good meal plan? It's gonna be different for everybody, Robert. I mean, it depends on what you're trying to do. I follow the 80-20 rule, which is like 80% clean eating and like 20% whatever you want. It's just essentially moderation. But normally, what we try to do is find like what is your caloric intake, and then from there you can, gain or subtract. And what are your goals? What are you trying to do? You want to be a bodybuilder? Are you trying to be a power lifter? Do you just want to get in shape? Um, if you just want to get skinny for the beach, maybe I'll give you a pound of crystal meth and just tell you to sit in a sauna. Or wait, I need to lose weight. Well, I mean, it's easy to be pedantic and say that you have to be in a caloric deficit. But I would want to get to know you. I want to find out like what are your eating habits, what are your barriers to your goals, and then from there we would create an action plan that's realistic and something that's not going to be drastic. So at the end of it, you just don't balloon right back up again and lose everything, which a lot of people do. That's why I don't believe in dieting. Oh man, I'm right off of Pecos, so Pecos is right behind me. I'm a I met Pecos and Nellis. And that's Robert Lanos. I gave you a follow. Awesome. I look forward to talking to you, Damien. Sometimes it takes me a while to get back to everybody because I get a lot of messages. So if I don't get back to you immediately, just I will. I'll make sure and contact you. Looking to lose weight. Well, yeah, but I need more. I need context. John Cena and CM Punk. I have no idea who wrestlers are. Yeah, of course I do. Daddy, is that Korean? I would honestly pay to get trained. I saw you Instagram. I'm, I've lost weight. I purposely lost weight since I had the surgery, so I'm down about 30 pounds. But yeah, man. But back in March when I was getting ready to compete, uh, I was yoked. But thank you, I appreciate that. Robert Lanos. Yeah, I don't. You know what? I'm one of those guys that can tune anything out until you point it out to me. Like the neighbor's dog will be barking, and I won't even hear it until someone says, "God damn it, that dog's annoying the shit out of me." And then that's all I can hear. Once you point it out to me, I'm like, "Oh, okay." Trump today come Korea? Oh, yes. Well, Damien, let's start simple. Let's get some. Let's get. We'll talk. We'll get some basic information, and then we'll see like what we need to do to get you trudging the road of happy destiny or whatever. Something inspirational. Uh, damn it! I don't want to work out anymore. All right, no. I was gonna go up to 405, but I'm just trying to warm up so I can do some kicking drills. If I was gonna go heavier, I would normally put squat shoes on. All right, enough of that nonsense. My sister was in the massacre shooting. Was that the one on the strip? I was working down there. I was working at the RA when that happened. Couldn't get out. I was stuck at work for till like 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. Let's see. I want to lose weight, but better don't know how. Meal prep. You don't necessarily have to do meal prep. What we got to do is, I'll say this. You can start doing this right now. Write down everything you eat for like a week. Everything. Most people that think, people tell me all the time, I barely eat during the day, and I'm putting weight on. Well, you can't break the law of thermodynamics. So you got to be getting the calories from somewhere. And we write down everything. Get up in the middle of the night and fist a handful of lunch meat or something. Write it down. And it's just for information. We want to get a good picture of what you're consuming during the week, and we'll total up to roughly. Most people are at or close to a caloric equilibrium, um, meaning you're consuming roughly what you need to survive. Unless you're putting on 5 pounds a day or you're drastically losing weight, you're pretty close to it. So from there, we can fine tune you. You don't necessarily have to give up eating the things you love, although, you know, you eat garbage, you're going to feel like garbage. But, if you want to eat Pop Tarts, you just have to eat less of them, basically. Says I can't message you on Insta. Uh, I don't know why you wouldn't be able to. Let me bring it up, y'all. Uh, let's see here. My laptop's slow. Give me a minute here. Let's see. So, can't message me on Instagram. I wonder why that would be. Is that literally what the message says? So if I go to my page, the link's right there. First link, Instagram, Charles.Whitener. Click on that. Opens up Instagram. See more from. Go away. Log in. Fuck, I don't know what my password is. I'm gonna have to do this later. Let's see here. I'll log in with Facebook, see if that works. I don't know what the fuck my passwords are. I'll just do forgot password. Forgot. No, I didn't forget my account. All right. So it's going to send a code to my email and do all that shit. I'll do that later. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna type my email in the chat here real quick. My email's on my page too, so I'm not giving away anything. 777 at oh my god! Oh, I can actually type like 45, 50 words a minute, but this laptop, what the mouse pad, whatever the fuck this is, it's so sensitive that if I hover my hands over it, it'll erase. It'll start opening and closing pages. I fucking hate it. I want to disable it. The touch, whatever the fuck this thing is. There we go. The account can't receive your message because they don't allow new messages. Requests from everyone. That's my wife. She's like, you're going to be talking to women. I'm like, no. So my wife's kind of my channel manager. So she gets a little overboard with security sometimes. I'll fix that. But yeah, I put my email in the chat. So how do you feel about artificial creatine? I don't really know anything about that. Oy vey, the Nigerian nightmare. I've had a shandle. I tried to eat the conditions, but it was too goddamn chewy. Charles Wittenbergstein. Everyone donate to Israel. Fuck that. Fuck Israel and fuck Palestine. Take your cause and jam it up your ass. So what is this? Man, I need fucking glasses. You trolls need to step your game up. Come on, say something funny. Charles Wittenbergstein. Do you think I'm Jewish or something? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what is funny. All right, there we go. Dirty Doorknobs. Hello from Mexico. What's up, my man? All right, let's get this going here. I'm going to do my old man stretching routine here. 51 years old. Here first. Very good squats. So at least that's out of the way. Ooh. 30 doorknobs are more flexible than me. uh, I am pretty flexible. You could do, if you do like 2, 3 times a week, you could, I would say, go to stretch to where it's uncomfortable but not painful right there at the edge. And then hold that for like 15 to 30 seconds. And then exhale and try to get a little deeper into it. And do 3 of those every stretching session. And if you do that 2 to 3 times a week, I would say within a month, you'll be amazed at how much flexibility you can get. Do you work on your abs? I don't know. What do you think? Never. You're like, oh, your stomach's sticking out when you're sitting down. Yeah, what does yours look like? Nobody walks around sucked up all the time. Look, I gotta take a shit. Justin, you work on your jokes a little. I can't really do anything with that. Looks to be a tampon bulge. Like, I try to say something funny back, but that's kind of weak. So that's your homework assignment. Like, go watch some comedians and maybe write down a couple of one-liners. Well, if you're gonna troll online, you got like, come on, what are you doing with your life? I'm gonna go to random pages and say shitty things, and I'm not gonna be funny. So you're not useful to the society. All right, where was I? Oh yeah. These are oil change ramps, and if you go on Amazon and you look up squat ramps, they're $50. They look like that. These are oil change ramps. I think I paid $20 for these at Harbor Freight like 15 years ago. And why would you use a squat ramp? Well, it really helps with ankle and knee mobility, and that's what squat shoes are for. If you look at a squat shoe, it's got a heel on it. I don't have my squat shoes, so it's just a little bit easier for me to, like do pistol squats. Where you come down and whoa. Just helps out with ankle mobility. You want to eventually work your way to being able to do these flat, which I can. It's just a little easier. See how you get a little deeper with these. Good for balance too. These, holy shit, works your tibialis. Oh man. This is a surgically repaired knee. Ooh. One side's always has better balance than the other. I don't know why that is. Now this is the hardest squat variation I know how to do. Stretches your hamstring out. Take your leg and put it across your knee. And, woo! Oh shit! So, for context, I could barbell squat a little over 600 pounds. So this isn't like a lot of weight. But if you can do these, balance is tricky. Any of these single leg variations, these will blow your quads up. And this will also bulletproof your knees. Fuck it. I'll get to my emails when I get done. So you got Ponter punter, us, whatever. Um, I don't need to listen to you because I squat probably 4 times more than you'll ever be able to. You just go to my page. The first video is me repping 600 for reps. So I don't need to listen to you, faggot. I'm not going to have some asshole that can't squat twice his body weight tell me to do barbell squats. Weakling. Whew. No, I already know I squat way more than him because I'm an elite level power lifter and he's not. I don't even have to look. I just know. You're talking shit to the wrong person, dude. Yeah, dude, I'm training heavy bag stuff, so it's like body weight day. This is like my fun for me. Whew. 6'2", 145 pounds? Holy shit, Karen Carpenter. What music do you like? Oh, I like everything. Mostly punk, ska, but I like metal. I like 70s southern rock. I like jazz too. Not big on jazz, but I like jazz. I play the drums. Uh, everything. I like everything. I like pop music, but what I mostly listen to is like System of a Down, Tool, um, Butthole Surfers, Fugazi, Dead Kennedys, um, L7. What? My brain's not working. Thank you. I appreciate that. I cut it myself. So Justin Power says he likes my hairdo. I mean, high bar? What do you mean high bar? I do all of them. I do low bar, I do high bar, I do front squats. I mean, like, you don't even know a thing about me, and you could just literally go to my page and look at it for 20 seconds. And then you'll instantly know, nope. Well, because I'm a fucking 50-year-old powerlifter in the 220 weight class that has over a 1,700-pound total. Actually, I think my highest on record is 1,650. I was in the 1,700s in March before I blew my arm off. But like, I was like, I think I was ranked one in the world, actually. No, that was for 2024. I don't have a ranking this year yet because I didn't compete. Yeah, so when I was getting ready for this competition in March, I was working on my openers, the last day of training, and I was going to rep 640 pounds. I have the video. You can go and watch it. I was supposed to do like 4 or 5 reps, and when I was locking out the first one, bicep just pops right off the bone. It was pretty gnarly. I have the video. You can just check it out. It's pretty, if you're into that kind of thing. I try to post like my failures with my good lifts so that people can kind of see like it's, most lifters, all they show is like the good stuff, and it's kind of like we're brain damaged, insecure, um, body dysmorphia, like psychotic. We're not doing anything healthy. Like I might try to help people get into shape and be healthy, but what we're doing is not. Like if anything, we're like willing to die for records that nobody gives a fuck about. You know what I mean? Like, uh, let's see. I've never seen anyone do the weird movements. Well, see, that's the thing, Pontus. I can do both. I can squat, what, 3, 4 times more than you ever will, and I can do the flexibility stuff. So, I don't know what you're trying to say, honestly. So, in March, I did 500 pounds for 15 reps. And I have that on video, too. But no, 500 pounds is a good squat. Honestly, dude, I'm just talking shit. I honestly don't care, really. I've never judged anybody by the weight they can lift. I'm just trying to poke you back. You know what I mean? But it's no, but I've never given a fuck about what anyone can lift. I work out with people that don't like lifting. They just want to get in shape. I work out with psychos like me. I work out with guys that take more steroids than Rich Piana. I everybody. Come as you are. You know what I mean? We don't judge here. Um, but like when people say stupid shit to me, it's like, do you even know who you're talking to? Hell yeah, I'm a Marine. God damn it. Actually, when I was in the Corps, I really didn't do much lifting. I played basketball and there's nothing wrong with being a Marine. I'm quite proud of my service. Pon- Say, call you Pontus? Don't ever apologize for talking shit. We don't do that here. Just come up with something better. uh, no, I want you to hurt my feelings. If somebody really genuinely hurts my feelings, I'm like, God damn, like that's fucking awesome. But most trolls online they suck. Like, you got who am I listening to? Me? Nobody important. Just some douchebag that's working on his garage. And honestly, it's getting late, but I was gonna do some bag work. I don't want to. Ooh, see, that's getting old right there. Hard to turn into him. Whoa. Whew. Whew. Nothing wrong with being a Marine. Marines are degenerates. My kind of people. My name's Charlie. You call me Charles, Chuck, Chuckles, Chaz, Carlito, asshole. Was a Jarhead from '94 to 2003. Artillery, 5th Battalion, 11th Marines at Romeo Battery. Headquarters for the last 6 months. I worked in the S3. I learned how to type 50 words a minute. That's where they send the injured people. What's good, brother? I was thinking Johnny Connors. Much love and respect from Liverpool. Hey, that's where my family's from. On my mom's side, O'Toole. My great-grandfather was a fireman on the Lusitania, and he's in Liverpool. They got a plaque of all the people that died on that ship during World War II. And he was found with, his claim to fame is he was found with a baby in his life jacket. That the O'Toole family, they came over and married Bowden. You know, I just realized something. My dad's side came over after World War II, and they're all German. I'm like, Operation Paperclip. I don't know. I got this old man wiggle I used to do. You know, when you do your switch kicks, and you do, like if you're doing a roundhouse, you just kind of come in and kick, and then you're supposed to switch. Well, a trick I like to use is a kick, and then I do this like a old man wiggle. So it looks something like this. So I don't actually like leave the ground. I just kind of do a little. It doesn't. It hides the telegraph. Whew. What's the image on the back of my shirt? That's the gym I work out at. I know it's backwards on the screen, but it's the USMTA headquarters here in Vegas, run by Nick Blomgren. His nickname was One Kick Nick, and he was a K1 champion. Whew. Yeah, Johnny Connors, yeah. Where did you serve? I went to boot camp at Paris Island, Camp Pendleton, 43 area. I wish I never did. The worst thing I ever did was... I don't regret my service at all. I kind of was bummed out that I got injured and I couldn't continue serving. I was gonna stay in, but I could see why a lot of people became disillusioned for sure. Oh, where did you serve, brother? Thank you for your service, by the way. All right, so before I was doing, every time I do like mobility drills, I'm 51 years old. I'm out of practice. I'm trying to get back into shape so I can start training at the gym again. And I'll start doing mobility drills. And there's always some asshole that thinks he's a UFC fight commentator. That's like, you're not turning your hips over all the way. Like, so like a mobility drill would be something like a teep or like a teep and then right into a kick. And it's hard to do with good form because you're practicing balance. So like a backwood. See what I mean? And you just do like a bunch of these. See, I haven't trained it so long. The idea is to be able to stay on my leg. Ooh. The other kids do way better. But it's like you do like 100 of those. And then once you get it down, you start getting better at it. The guy's like, you're not turning your hips over properly. Fuck off. So like, for contrast, here's what a normal kick would look like. Really. Actually, I can tune that a little more. Oh shit. Well, it's a 180-pound bag. I probably could. My leg probably does have more force. If I set up goofy footed. Training for a Walmart door greeter. No, Salvation Army. I ring the little bell. Alright. I'm gonna go to bed here soon, but I can at least do some kind of training. I'm not usually up this late. I got a small contract where I've been working nights. I'm rusty. Ooh. Yeah, no, I hear you, Johnny. Irene and Matt. Johnny, here's another one. If you hit me up off Instagram, or I got my email in the chat, I'll talk to you about it. If you want to, because I know it's hard to discuss that kind of thing. Dude, I need to do some cardio. This is pathetic. I wouldn't last a single round. But I'm just getting back into it. 51. Seen on TV. That bag, that's a Titan Fitness. I don't know if they sell that specific one anymore. That's 180 pounds. I think I paid $200 for it. Oh, thanks, Johnny. See Jake Paul. But Jake would definitely beat me at boxing for sure. But I think kickboxing, I would fuck him up. Like, I mean, even if my form's not perfect, let's say, I'm actually pretty fast for my age. And like, you know, if I was like doing like full bore, and I was able to get like, you know, a nice turnover like right at his thigh, especially because the boxing stance, you're down here. Let me see here. I haven't messed with this thing in a while. Come on. I put these anchors in when I moved in. Come in handy. Come on. So boxing, you'd be like, you come under Muay Thai, you're more upright, you're checking kicks. I'm gonna hit this thing in months. Oh. How did you get the timing down? Maybe put the gloves on. Dude, hopefully there's not a leak in that thing. That thing was expensive. That sucks. I paid like $70 for that thing. I'm gonna slip back right here. Flat. That sucks, man. I haven't had that thing that long. So yeah, I have trained people. I've never taken money for it. Now, well, no, I actually am. I'd be like considered a purple belt. For Muay Thai, but like powerlifting, yes, I've trained people, but I've never taken money for it. We used to have a team here in Vegas. Natural or enhanced? I'm artificially flavored, fat free. Fuck no, dude. I'm 51 years old. I'm not natural. I'm about as natural as a Nature Valley gorilla bar. But yes, I was considering doing training. I want to get out of construction. Um, I'm just sick of it. Like I don't even work in the field anymore. I'm management. But I've done construction for 20 years, and I'm just over it. But I got to take care of the family. I can't put them at risk. Whew. But see, now if I was gonna, so I thought about opening a gym and taking over for the state chair for the United States Powerlifting Association. $25,000 investment in equipment, and I could host powerlifting meets, and you keep all the profits from the meets you host. So if you got 100 lifters and you charge like $80 entry, and then $40 to cross enter. Like so, I when I could do a powerlifting meet, it's $80 for me to do masters, which is over 40. But then I also cross enter and do the open division just to compete with the younger guys. Of all the records that I have, my favorite medal is when I placed third in the open division at a Venice Beach competition where they had like 200 lifters. Because I was the oldest, I was the only over 40 lifter to place in the open, and even though I placed third, I missed a $5,000 prize by 5 pounds. I just thought that was cool, you know. It's like, but the point is, you host a meet, 100 lifters, $80. They cross enter, or do single lift entries. It's another $25. You sell the T-shirts. You got to pay spotters, the people that run the event, you know, the cash register, the announcer, that kind of thing, and the facility you host it at. So if you get a partnership with a local gym, or in my case, I'd have my own gym. I have a business plan. I was thinking about opening one. And usually, like Steve Dennison, who's the president of the USPA, was showing me the numbers, and he makes like $5,000 for himself. Not a lot of money, but if I did, how many meets would I have to make that viable? I don't know, man. But then I would also so the equipment, the place we were looking at has a big enough area in the back where you could host the meet, and then the equipment, you'd have like 4 multi-racks to warm up on, 2 in the front, 1 on the 2 platforms. That's 6 multi-racks. So when they're not hosting competitions, I would open the gym up so people could use that equipment, and I would charge a monthly membership. So it would, you know, I'd have to probably purchase a couple squat racks, a couple benches, that kind of thing. I look like Mel Gibson with Down syndrome. So, is that why you look like me, son? My long lost son? You a Hebrew? I am if the money's right. So he spelled fag. How long did it take you to come up with that one? Little Leah. Little Leah, are you under the age of 13 or are you retarded? I'm like trying to figure out, like I've seen your comments, but I'm like, when are you going to be funny? I usually block people that spam, but I was waiting to see if you'd come up with something clever. F plus. I'll give you an F plus. So your homework tonight, go write some jokes down, come up with about 5 minutes of material, and when I get online and I stream tomorrow, I want you back here, and I want to see if you can make me laugh. With you, not at you. Angela, your friend. Did you injure your bicep? Yes. I had distal tendon surgery. They reattached it. And I am now a proud owner of these lovely scars where I look like a heroin addict. Mel Gibson with Down syndrome. I can live with that. Mel Gibson looks like Mel Gibson with Down syndrome. Well, shit. It is fucking late. Guys, I'm gonna get offline, I think. This is disappointing. It's like $60 I paid for this thing. All right. I'm going to bed. Thank you for the conversation. It was kind of fun tonight. I'll probably be online tomorrow, but more, way earlier. And I love you guys. I'll see you on the battlefield. Bam, bam, bam.